Howdy folks, it's me, Manic, real fake outsider artist, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the art villa found somewhere in the jungle of the Midwest. And today I'm coming to you, I'm back to my normal self again. Down here in the bunker system. I told you yesterday it was the last 2X beers, but it wasn't. There's another one right here. I got a couple of new segments today. No, one's not new. One's a follow-up, and one's a new segment. It's not a new segment. It's just a thing. I said I'm back to my normal self, which is a rudderless and directionless old man with nothing better to do. I'm going to try to approach this whole YouTube video thing in my life with instead of just employing.
I've been happy before, I'll be happy again. To fill the sky and silver linings again.
But still, you know, it's what I do to perk myself up. Like, you know, to keep from moping around. Look, folks, I'm still wearing my slippers from this morning.
He has promised to dry every tear from my eye. I will trust him today, the skies are gray, I'll be happy again.
That's so sad. Why don't you get a job? Ew. Why should I get a job when the world's burning? That's the other thing. I was just highly upset today. The world's on fire. What else happened? Oh, I got to talk about this. There's like an 11-year-old boy that's suffering from ADD. So he's in therapy. He goes to a therapist. Did you hear about this? And the therapist asks him, as some kind of an assignment to work out frustration, what's up with him. And he draws like stick figures of his teacher and says, "Kill teacher. I'm going to kill teacher," and himself with a gun. I'm going to. And so what happens? Well, apparently the counselor or the psychiatrist or psychologist had a meeting with his parents and discussed it, but then the school got a hold of it. No, and the school, apparently. And everybody was like, yeah, okay, well, you know, you're working on whatever you got to work on. And I don't even know if there's anything wrong with this kid, you know? But everybody's so wound up, and oh my God, what's going to happen, and how much is it going to cost us, and everything has to be safe, we have to be safe. Somebody goes wacky, and then suddenly the kid is like in handcuffs, 11 years old.
There was music before, there'll be music again.
So they handcuff him, and then they, you know, take him down to jail, right? Because of this. My God, you know. You see where we're all going with this? Jesus Christ, I'm afraid to make YouTube videos anymore doing what I'm about to do. Because, you know, you're going to end up in jail because the world's not safe. Look at the world. Look at what's happening today in the world.
There's a song in my heart he did impart. I'll sing it again.
It's always the same. And that leads me to working out my frustration today. Not with a pencil and a paper, at least not yet. Because I don't want to go to jail. Got to be another episode of, and I got to come up with some theme music. And
through the dark, lonely night, he will guide me, and then I will look in his face, amazing grace. I'll be happy again.
An opening sequence, you know, because those are so cool when you have an opening sequence of Manic Mark smashes something with a ridiculously small hammer fanfare. And now it's time for another episode of Manic Mark smashes something with a ridiculous. That's too low now. Why are you wearing sunglasses in the basement? You can't see anything. There you go. Is this a hard drive? This hard drive. smashing something with a ridiculously small hammer is an awful lot of work. So I'm bringing out the sketchbook today. Why? Because my next idea to help perk me up today as I watch the world burn is this. This is a drawing. There's a drawing. I always wanted a tattoo, okay? But the problem with me getting a tattoo, and I got into this before, is that anything that I could possibly get as a tattoo, I'll change my mind the next day and like, what have I done? And I think that people, when they get tattoos, the way they look at it is where I was at that moment. You know, it's almost like a book on your skin, like a history, like a journal. Okay, and I think that's pretty cool. But for me, it's just like it's such a huge decision, and it's like I can't. And I've done drawings, and I've had, you know, and I go, well, now that one would be good, and this one I've got as a drawing, I think it's okay, but. But then you got to find a tattoo artist that you like. And I actually think I found one locally. And then you got to pay for it. And that's the part I really don't like. I don't want to have to pay for it. And if you don't pay for it, you get like prison tattoos. And even they're okay if you got enough of them. You know that you kind of look like a walking tapestry of skulls and swastikas and knives and. That's actually kind of cool. But if I think the first tattoo I get, and I'm just going to be silly now, so I don't want to offend anybody that has tattoos, because I love tattoos, and you know that, is a man tramp stamp. And I didn't even look it up. I'm sure somebody's made fun of that. But I'm thinking if Manic got a man tramp stamp, you know, one right over the line of the Speedo that I wear during the summer when I do my gardening, that what would it say? The thing of it is, I don't know what we'll say. So if I get like wings or fire or some kind of like modern curly Q whoop-de-doo, you know, design thing with a plaque in the middle, that a space, an area that says something, I don't know what to put in it. So I need help from you all out there. And it's going to go into this book full of drawings. Okay, so it's going to be very priceless in the future. Somebody's going to look through here and go, "Oh, this is something that did he want to do?" And if the YouTube video doesn't exist anymore, they might think that this is what I really wanted to do. So it'll be funny, right? You'll be a part of history when people are looking through it. It's going to be the thing that happens after I die. That was so sad. Look, here's another drawing. I don't understand it. Is there anything in the house that's worth any money? I don't know. There's nothing here that's worth any money. Burn this, please, because the police find it. We're going to be handcuffed and taken to jail. Okay. But until then, if Manic Mark got a man tramp stamp above the Speedo line on his back, and so when I'm gardening in the summer, people might be able to see it. What would it say? That's what I'm asking you today. And that's it. And I don't want to go too long.
There was someone before. There'll be someone again.